Hey beautiful thrivers, welcome to Thriver TV, where it's my greatest mission to not just grant you information but to provide you with true solutions to heal and thrive after abuse. We all know narcissists lie. Yeah, we do. In fact, they've been lying their entire life. And they're incredibly good at lying, even to the point of believing their own lies. What does this mean? It means that you could fall for the lies and suffer enormously. And I don't want that to happen to you, because my work is all about empowering you against narcissists. So today I'm going to give you the Narcissist playbook. The 7 most dangerous lies that they tell you to ensnare you, mine you for narcissistic supply, and make your life a living hell. Okay, but before we start that, I just want to remind you that if you like my videos, subscribe to my channel, also hit the like and share so that others learn that narcissistic abuse is not a life sentence and that they too can heal and thrive. All right, the 7th most dangerous lie is they will tell you we have so much in common. And they'll act that and they'll tell you that. And you need to know this, because a narcissist will feign that they're your savior and they're your solution. They're going to pretend to you that they are everything that you've been looking for and waiting for, and that causes you to bond with them so that they can ensnare you and hook you up to be their next food source. It's really important to understand that. Okay, and we're going to look at how you can stop that happening to yourself. All right, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. But now let's have a look at the 6th most dangerous lie. And this is after they've met you and then you've connected, but they could tell you this very, very quickly, this one. You are my soulmate. They could tell you that while you're internet dating and you haven't even met them and you've only been having text conversations. You are my soulmate. That is a ridiculous thing. And I know that you may think that, oh, my heart feels so warm and you feel like my soulmate too. And we've all been brought up on movies and romantic notions, and we think, oh my God, it is love at first sight and it is soul connection at first sight. But let me tell you this, a conscious, responsible, mature adult does not say those things. So if anybody says to you, you are my soulmate, before they've even got to know you, that is either incredibly codependent and needy, or it's a narcissistic statement. It's not healthy. Okay, so the 5th most dangerous lie that a narcissist will say to you, and it's a very ironic lie, when a narcissist will say to you, I will never lie to you. I will never lie to you. And you know what? Normal people don't even say that. People who are honest and responsible people never have to tell you that they are. They just are. They don't have to say, I will never lie to you. That is a big red flag. Okay? I really want you to know that. The 4th most dangerous lie that a narcissist will say to you is, I would never do that. And again, if you're a good, conscious, honest, responsible person, why do you have to advertise it? You don't. I would never do that, in inverted commas, which means I would never play up on you. I would never disrespect you. I would never lie to you, which was the other one. But whatever it is, I would never do that. And that will be the thing that you don't want to happen to you. Maybe it's been a pattern that you've had people cheat on you, and the narcissist says, I would never cheat on you. Be really, really aware of that, because a narcissist has worked out what's hurt in your life, what's missing, and then they pretend to fill the gap and be that safe savior who you will never get hurt with again. And it hooks you into them. Okay, so the third most dangerous lie that a narcissist can do is, I used to do those things, but now I'm reformed. Okay, so it could be, and again, just know, good people are just good people. They don't need to advertise what they are. You have to get really attuned to this stuff. All right, so I used to cheat. I used to play up, but now I'm reformed. I never do it. Really be aware of that. And you may say, yeah, but how do I know? How do I know the difference? We're going to get to that in a little while. We're going to talk about that soon. Okay, I'm going to lay out the lies, and then I'm going to talk to you about how you don't fall for them and how you know the difference between somebody who's telling you the truth and somebody who's lying. All right, the second most dangerous lie is, you are my one and only. I've never loved anybody so much. I will never love like I love you. Okay, because the thing is, for most of us in this community, you know, relationships haven't been easy. We've had painful relationship patterns, and we've probably had more than one partner, or even if you've had a long-term relationship with a narcissist, by the time you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever, the people who you're getting into relationship with have had relationships. Generally, that's the truth. And for them to say, you're my one and only, well, first of all, we shouldn't be so needy and insecure that we're the only or the one and only. All of this, again, is idealistic love, which is not healthy, it's not mature, and it's not what healthy, good, grounded people say. Okay. The first most dangerous lie that a narcissist can say to you is, I'm sorry and I will never do it again. Now, why do I say that that's the most dangerous lie? Because words mean nothing. They don't mean anything. Anybody can say anything they want to. A narcissist absolutely say anything for an agenda. To get supply, to get you to drop a boundary, to get you to hook back up to them. They'll say whatever it takes. It's a person's actions that count, not their words. And a narcissist will say, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. And then they will re-offend over and over and over, because a narcissist never heals within them the reason why they're doing stuff, and they do re-offend. Okay, so in my opinion, they're the 7 most dangerous lies. Of course, there's many others, but I really consider those ones. And why they're dangerous is because you may not pick them up, because they're subtle. And you have to understand the truth about human composition and character. And the biggest thing, and I'll say it to you again, if somebody is advertising their decency, be very suspect. Good people don't advertise it. They're just good people, okay? All right, so how do you stop living this trauma? Well, why is it trauma? Because you find out it's lies. The words meant nothing. They re-offend. They do the things that they say they're not going to do, and you're living it, and it's a trauma. So how do you stop living that trauma? You have to stop lying to yourself. You have to stop believing words that have no real life action and substance. I'll say it again. Words mean nothing. It's a person's actions. It's their character. It's who they are in the world that counts. So how do you know the difference? Remember, we were confronting that before. How do you know the difference? There's only one way you're going to know the difference, and that is to take your time with somebody. Really be aware of them advertising what a great person they are for a start. Don't get involved with somebody who goes, oh my God, you're my soulmate, and you barely know them. Don't do that. But take your time to get to know people and have really healthy boundaries. When you're starting off a relationship with somebody, Really retain your life, your boundaries. Don't just hook up with them as soon as they want it. And you would never buy a car or a home without having inspections on it. But how often do we just throw our heart, our soul, our body, and our hearth? We open up everything to somebody that we don't even know. Take your time, have your boundaries, keep it platonic. Don't jump straight into bed with people. That's really, really dangerous. And so important to trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, investigate, ask questions, lay boundaries. If your gut is going off and you go along and you don't honor it, you pay a horrible price. You know that. You've already lived that. I lived that. Okay? Now, this is so important because if somebody's lying to you, you're going to end up being an investigative researcher in your relationship. You're going to be a detective. Now, if you have to be an investigative detective and you're asking for somebody's passwords to their social media, you're checking their phone when they're not around, you're going through their stuff and you're feeling like that, you are in the wrong relationship. You're with somebody who's lying to you. Absolutely. And if they've lied to you and you've caught out that they've lied to you, know that this is a horrific character deficiency. Because, you know, healthy people who are non-narcissistic, yeah, they may say a white lie every now and then, but they're not pathological liars. A person's character is their character. So your question really needs to be not so much why does this person lie? I'll tell you why they lie, because they're a false self. They're a narcissist. This is what narcissists do. But the true question you need to ask yourself is, why am I staying attached to a liar? And that's what requires your deep investigation and your healing. That's the only way to get out of these relationships. And I know how confusing all of it is. And that's why you need really good guidance and resources to be able to help you get your clarity and your power back. And that's what I love providing, so that people don't just get the information about narcissists, they can really heal from all of these toxic relationships. Okay, so the first resource that I'd love to grant you is my free narcissistic quiz. And that's going to help you get clarity as to how exactly you're being deceived and lied to, and what that really means for you. So there's a link to that with this video in the description, or you can click the link that appears now. And also my free webinar, which is going to help you get out of the fear and the trauma and the confusion of being lied to, so that you can take your power back. So again, the link appears, or you'll see it in the description below. All right, so I hope that this has helped you and helped you get really clear about those subtle things to look for. And I'm so looking forward to your comments and your questions below. And if you've related to this and this has happened to you, please let me know. All right, so until the next one, keep smiling, keep healing, and keep thriving, because there's nothing else to do. Lots of love. Bye-bye.